look at money and you're like, no, I don't want it. Where were you born? Tell me about how you grew up, the environment in which you grew up, and how did you break the shackles and move on from it?
Let go of your daddy issues. Batao. So I was born in Amritsar. My dad had a sales job and he kept shifting. I'm originally from Kashmir, but I don't consider myself one because I've never stayed there. And we moved to Delhi when I was 3. So I've technically grown up in Delhi. And growing up, we never had money. We had a really hard time financially. We had a lovely time as a family. We always took care of each other and had our backs. But maybe that's where my wisdom comes from, which is not to experience what I should have done, but to experience what I shouldn't. My dad took a lot of bad financial decisions, constantly in debt. He had job changes and so on and so forth. I distinctly remember there was a time, almost 2 years, where he didn't have a job and we just had to make ends meet somehow or the other, just getting through. So I grew up hating money.
Why do you say that? What do you mean hating?
I grew up thinking that money is the reason for all our problems.
That's so interesting that you say that. It's super relatable.
Yeah.
I think people have a fraught relationship with money because a lot of the sadness was associated with lack of money.
Yeah.
So you think money is this bad thing. Yeah.
Bad thing, exactly. Honestly, do not know why I think this way, but the two outcomes when you have this hate towards money. One is that now I'm going to get so much of it, I will never have to think about it ever again. Or two, I don't care about it because I will never allow it to drive me. To dictate me.
I just want to let the audience know, the hate for money doesn't mean you look at money and you're like, no, I don't want it. That's not what you mean by hate. What you mean is your relationship with money feels like money is inconsistent, money is unfair. You don't trust that it might come to you ever. There is a certain feeling. That's what you mean by hate. You are anxious about it.
And something in me propelled me to adopt the latter, where I was like, I'll never allow money to dictate my decisions, my life, my happiness, nothing whatsoever. And that's continued to be. I do not have a lot of money. Even today, I've made bad decisions when it comes to investments, putting it all in liquid assets, whether it's private startups, whether it's fucking real estate and all that. Went through bad phases and so on. But I think just the fact that I never allowed it to touch me, and I always kept telling myself, the worst case scenario, I can always lower down my lifestyle. I can always not do the things that I do today. It doesn't make any difference. Nothing whatsoever, because there is no persona that I'm attached to. There's no image that I want to hold up to. There is no one external that I would want to seek validation from. All that I care about is whether I am truly at peace with myself. And for that, I know that money is definitely not important. It is necessary and it runs the fuel on a lot of things, but it isn't going to ever get the importance.
Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that whenever we put up a new video, you're aware of it.